Fans of the game, Martin Rose here, bringing you more mid-stakes cash game world championship coverage. Today, our featured player is from Denmark, PTSD. PTSD is currently sitting in 6th place in the leaderboard for this event. And now it's time to jump into some action and watch PTSD play. Here we go. With our first hand, we have PTSD on the button, gonna open raise the 10-8 of hearts, and he gets 3-bet by Gambler in the big blind. PTSD calls, and we see a 7-5-4 rainbow board, which Gambler continues halfy. PTSD calls, we see a Jack of clubs on the turn, and Gambler's gonna keep firing. PTSD has more outs, and he's gonna call. River, 10 of spades, and Gambler moves all in. PTSD calls with the river 10, and Gambler's gonna show the ace-3 offsuit. No good, and a $1,400 pot goes to PTSD. Hand number 2. Here we go. We see PTSD on the button, gonna open raise with the ace-queen offsuit, and he gets 3-bet by the small blind. He puts in the 4-bet, and the small blind calls. Ace, 7, 6, and the small blind checks. PTSD c-bets 10%, and he gets raised, and over the raise, he's gonna rip it all in over the top. Small blind calls, and he shows the king-jack of hearts. They're gonna run it twice. PTSD holds on the first run. Can he hold on the second run now? Ace, deuce, and he holds on both. Nice hand. Hand number 3. Here we go. We see beta personality raising 3 times the big blind, and PTSD in the big blind with the ace-jack of spades, who puts in the 3-bet. He gets 4-bet by beta, and he calls. And he flops the nuts and checks it over to beta, who c-bets small. PTSD calls, and we see a 4 spades turn. PTSD checks again. Beta personality moves all in. PTSD has the obvious call with the nuts plus backup. Beta personality shows the king and bangs the full house on the river. Wow, well played by both. And we see him bang it again. Wow, they ran it twice. So unlucky there from PTSD. Hand number 4. Here we go. This time we see the button opening 2.5x, and PTSD in the small blind putting in the 3-bet with the king-jack of diamonds. Button calls, and we see an 8-5-5 board with 1 diamond. Button's gonna stab small, and PTSD peels. Turn, jack of spades. PTSD checks through the button. The button checks it back. River, ace of hearts. PTSD checks again. And the button is gonna move all in. PTSD looks him up with the pair of jacks, and the button shows the king 7 of hearts. Well played. Hand number 5. Here we go. We see under the gun opening it up, and PTSD puts in the 3-bet with the ace-jack off in the small blind. Under the gun calls, and we see a 7-5 deuce 2-club board. PTSD checks, under the gun checks it back. Turn, 3 of diamonds. PTSD checks again, and under the gun checks it back. River, 5 of diamonds, and PTSD is gonna rip it all in for the massive overbet. He gets looked up by under the gun, and under the gun is gonna show the ace king of diamonds. Oh, sick hand. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is Martin Rose on special assignment from Cocky T and Coin Poker, the signature site for the players by the players.